Alright, it's time for the elimination. The next contestant eliminated is going to go back now.
Soda bottle. I don't have anywhere else to go. I lost my job, and the whole world thinks I'm dead. I don't even know if these notes mean anything, or if finding out would even help us. But it's worth trying, right? I thought we were friends. Did nothing on the plane that happened matter to you? I get that you wouldn't want to think about it, but I still exist. Do you really not care enough to keep this from happening to other people? Worst part is, he just left. Yeah. After you were eliminated, he just dipped for 7 months and left us there with nothing. And for you to be totally complicit takes me off. I'll give you time to think. Either way, you're going to have to come out in some point.
Oh, are you alright? You seemed a bit off for a moment.
I need to tell you something.
What?
Ever since I got here, I've been getting these strange visions. I don't know how or why I get them, but I got one about Soda Bottle.
Oh! What was it about?
The details were hazy, but I remember talking to him on the other side of his house. I was talking about how I lost my job, the world thinking I'm dead, before getting ticked off at him over how ignorant he is about everything that happened on the plane.
You know Soda Bottle's name, right?
He never told me.
It's Bryce.
Oh, it suits him. My point is, I don't know what to make of that vision, and I thought you might know something about it.
I don't.
Well, I'll tell you if anything else comes up about him. If anyone here deserves to know about it, it's you.
Now that the elimination is done, we can start the next challenge. Give me a minute.
You ready to talk about Candy Bar yet?
You really want to know that badly?
Yeah, of course we do. You never gave us a proper answer last time.
Well, if you really want to know, one of us needs to distract him. I don't want him getting the wrong idea. Whippy Creamy, you distract him.
What? Why?
We need Circle for the challenge and Adam's too small to do it. Besides, you've been pushed around before.
Fine, whatever. But next time, one of you better step up for once. This stupid team and the stupid tendency to always have me do everything because of all these angsts. Just like stone. It's just a bunch of stupid... Ugh.
God. Ugh.
You need some help with that?
No, I'm fine. Just a little more.
Why did all the kids at school say this was so hard to do?
Because those things are as hard as stone.
Stone? What the heck is this? You got any clue on what's going on with them?
Nope. Don't start thinking. I'm gonna have all the answers or anything. Great minds may think alike, but it's stone. Who knows what's going on in that geode head of his?
Fair enough. Texty, you got anything?
Well, he's certainly distracted. You ready to talk?
Yeah, I guess.
What's up with you and Candy Bar? Did you get in a fight or something?
I guess you could put it like that.
What happened?
Well, before I got here, we used to go spelunking together.
Spelunking?
Cave mining, cave exploring, whatever you want to call it. But the idiots there didn't tell me there were patches of mold growing. One nicked me in the head and it's been growing there ever since.
When does Candy Bar come into this?
Well, after that, Parker, or Candy Bar, and some of his other friends gave me money to afford treatment for my mold. I insisted that I didn't need it, but they pitied me and gave me the money to try and prove I couldn't get it myself. I had a good job and lots of money saved up, but they needed to swoop in and save me, being so generous to those who don't need help. I'm starting to think Ari put Candy Bar in this competition to mess with me. Despite me competing here so I can get the money for treatment, I still have friends by my side. It disgusts me.
Maybe you could try to make it up to him. I talked to him before and he seemed pretty apologetic about the whole thing.
He doesn't deserve it, and I'm not a fool. After this competition, he'll go back to the way he always is. Not talking to him is an act of mercy, and maybe that way he'll learn to back off.
Day?
Candy Bar wasn't the only person who tried to cover my mold. There were 6 others. Abigail, Richard, Grace. All of them put in the effort, time, and money to put themselves on a pedestal and paint me as the poor, endangered patient. They're all the same.
So, you got beef with Moldy, huh?
Yeah,
Wanna talk to someone about it or something?
I guess. I don't have anything else to lose by telling anyone. It all started when Moldy and I were spelunking in the silo cavern. Although the workers warned her that there was mold, she kept going anyway. After about 40 minutes, some mold ended up getting in her head. After it all happened, I called everyone else in our friend group telling them about the situation. After some time, we managed to amass enough money to give her for her treatment. With a frown, she took the money and didn't even say a word. A few days later, I saw that she squandered the money on electronics and realized that $200,000 of our money that was sent down the drain. Sorry, we argued for a while before she disappeared like that. I even started looking around the house, hoping that she miraculously came back, but of course she didn't. I stayed at her place for the night, before rushing to the police station as fast as I could. I started bickering with one of the police officers shortly before my interview, and then I ended up here, mid-sentence. I think you know the rest.
Oh.
You're gonna tell Molly about this, aren't you?
What?
You're gonna tell her that I told you about everything. You're on her team.
Psst, don't worry about it. It was gonna come up sooner or later.
How do you know?
I've got a feeling. You don't know how many families I've seen bickering over things like that. Being stuck in a fridge 24/7 has its perks.
Oh, Mustard, what's up?
Let me guess. You're here because your old soda butter is gone. You guys were kind of like bread and butter now that I think about it.
Hey, lay it off. But seriously, what's up?
I didn't have anywhere else to go.
Oh, well, if you can adapt to calculatory and living text boxes, you'll probably be fine.
Wait, living text boxes? Oh, you really meant that?
Well, anyway, Mustard, I've been thinking about that vision I told you about, and I was wondering, did he ever tell you about what he was going to do once he got eliminated?
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. He said he was going to go to the police station and tell the police about all of this. Sorry, I don't know how to refer to all of this.
No, it's fine. This is called the plane, according to Ari. He introduced everything in more detail before you got here. But about Soda Bottle, in the vision, I didn't even get a word from him. If he's so dead set on talking to the police now, why wasn't he talking then?
He usually isn't very talkative. You saw him being so silent after I got here. He never started opening up again until before his elimination.
Oh. Well, thanks for the info. Maybe later I'll be able to figure all this out.
No problem.
Time's up. Let me take a look at your sticky notes. Okay. Alright. Since Team Aerophobe and Team Breath didn't write on their sticky notes, I guess Team Breath is safe because they still have theirs. Which means Team Aerophobe will be up for elimination this time.
No, I saw Stone writing on their team sticky notes. Team Breath should be up for elimination.
I didn't see...
What do you mean you didn't see them? He was writing on them the entire time. And the only reason you can't see the sticky notes is because Stone stuffed them inside a backpack.
I didn't see that either.
Aries, are you blind? It absolutely baffles me how unbelievably incompetent you are. You expected us taking us for a life to compete with Randall's new game show when all you was fortunate he was one in life. You clearly don't have.
Who is this?
Ava Ledger, member of the Missing Persons Unit at the Lucas County Police Department.
And why is it that you are making this call?
It happened again. According to Officer Getz, Parker Robbins disappeared before an interview was even scheduled to start, right in front of the officer's eyes.
And how do you know he isn't lying? You know Goats' track record with being mischievous.
Because I saw it happen too!
What?
I'm not lying! While I was interviewing Therese Lantine, she disappeared in an instant, mid-interview. Soon after, I rushed out of the door, got Taylor in, and told her everything. She's been worried ever since, and I started making my way to Brunswick post-haste. I'm afraid that whoever's next is going to be gone before I even get to them. Speaking of which, who do I need to interview next?
Garrett Dennis of Yakima, Washington, colleague and boss of Amelia Euler, who disappeared on the 10th.
Alright. I'll try to stop by early just in case whoever's responsible tries to make him disappear again.
Understood. Make sure to send out a notice to Garrett about the interview.
Understood. I'll call you again if anything else goes wrong.
Alright. Never thought that two of the most loyal officers would be on the brink of losing their minds, but I suppose no one in this world's reliable anymore. Officer Shulman?
Yeah?
Increase your patrolling in Yakima tomorrow. Special case.
Alright. Don't understand why you're making me work overtime, but...
Do you want to lose your job?
No. I understand.
Just another Tuesday.